This video belongs to the system owner. The system owner is the one who go and log in first one from his domain name to our website and create an account on our website. And then automatically he became uh, the system owner. Okay, assuming now you are a system owner, you can import team information. This is one way, but this is not my preferable way. So you can download the template in Excel, upload all the information, and there's a lot of support information to how to do that. Okay, so please read everything, and then this is how you can set the team. So each team will require one file. Okay, so this is the team because the parent team is always the CEO. The objectives for this team, the KPIs for this team. This is only examples. You have to, of course, eliminate all the content and start yourself from scratch. So these are the KPI information, the perspectives, 4 or 5 or 6. These are traditional 4. If you don't need them, you have to eliminate them. KPI targets, KPI actuals for the 12 months, and then project details, milestone details, and then milestone targets. In addition to the milestone actual and your finished one team. This is not the best way and the uh, smoother way to upload the data. Even though it's look straightforward, but the problem is to align, all the objective names. So all the objective and all the team, for example, have to be exactly the same. KPI, same thing. If you mention perspectives, two different places, you have to have exactly the same letters, not even one space extra. So you will find it kind of not easy to do. This is why I prefer to use the QuickSet to upload the data for the first time. We already saw the QuickSet. I usually download the template of the QuickSet at the bottom here, upload all the objectives and perspectives, and using this format. And at the same time, I will upload also the targets for 12 months, and also for the actual of the team of these KPIs. So when you do it on one row, doesn't really matter if the objective is misspelled, but at least it will be unified for the whole row. While using the Excel sheet, the objective have to be multiple places, or the KPI name multiple places, and if you don't spell it right, you might face issue in uploading. So again, I do recommend using this one instead. Uh, for the users, assume that you purchased a enterprise account and you need to upload your first 50 users. So it's very easy. You get the users. If you have one or two, that's okay. You just go down and download. So when you download, then the system will give you an Excel sheet with all the informations about the people or the users. Okay, what you can do, you can, if you have two or three, you already signed up, you and your friend, there's two records. On top of this record, you start to add the rest. Okay, so this is the team, the grade, the role. We have three different roles: manager, user, and admin. The name here, you can leave the profile picture empty. Designations, we already talked about aliases. If there's any consultant you have, you can add his other email here. Three depth, if anybody would like only to look at his own team, or meanwhile مثلا this person want to have three different levels. Silent, usually it's no. uh, System owner, this is very important because we prefer to have a backup for the system owner. So if you have two people as a system owner, this creates one person leaves on vacation, the other one will take over. Three probably will be too much because you need a responsibility at the end of the day. Or you can divide, for example, the project module will be managed by a person, system owner. KPI will be managed by another person, and then maybe the appraisals by an HR system owner as well. So as long as there is clear role and responsibility between all the multiple uh, uh, system owners, it's okay. This is always no. Just leave it like this. That's okay, no problem. This is additional information, and sometimes, yeah, people will put additional information. Uh, the employee ID and hidden, you can always say no, uh, and you're finished. After you finish updating this Excel sheet, you come to here and you say, I'm ready to upload the users, and boom, you're done. Okay, so import user, choose file, upload. Sometimes people download and add couple rows and upload again. That's no problem at all with this. Okay, this is additional way of importing competencies. If there are so many competencies, you download also the report by clicking download. You will receive this very short uh, Excel sheet, and you begin to tell what are the competencies, their descriptions, the weight for the manager and users, which is employees, and then what the grade you're covering for this specific uh, competency. If there's, for example, something related to leadership, you might not include the junior people, for example. Okay. So when you finish, also you come back here and then you do the upload like all the other ones. So this is meant to really make things very easy for you. Okay, this is where we configure the system. Waiting. Remember when we have a 1x, 2x, 3x? If you have any doubt, please hover over that label, and explanation will always be there to explain what this label is all about. Okay, so most people will go with 1, 2, 3x. Some people go to 1 to 10, and also people go for 1 to 100, but it's a little bit more complicated to use 100. It's much easier for people to say important KPI, very important, super important. Okay, so 3 is more important than 1. Locking period. So at the 10th day of each month, the system will lock itself and it will forbid people from entering actuals again. Okay. Uh, you might choose to send a reminder for all users on a specific day of the month. So in this case, it's second day of the month, 5th day of the month, 7th day of the month. They will receive automatically email saying, please enter data into the system. Okay, so this is by default, by the way. Okay, so you can choose 7 or 10 or 15 days as you wish. Okay. Offset reporting period. This is where we put the month. Also, you can add a quarter for the same month, like we had here in our drop-down menu. Okay. Uh, no need to show a reporting year +1. This is meant for example, Japanese clients. They start their planning. Planning year, not necessarily in January. Okay, so they might have February or March. Okay, a KPI and milestone reminder. So this is also is on, and it will send a monthly reminder for the milestones and projects. Team visibility module, this is also will determine who can see what. The most common one is the down all descendant of own team. So who can see, what I can see my team, and I can see the team that I'm supervising, two sections, two departments. So this is the most common one. The up down, also people can see their manager scorecard and information, but they cannot change it. Here they cannot change it, restricted. This is up and down. They also can change their boss's information. Risky, isn't it? Okay. Also full restricted mean you can edit your own team, but you can see other team without changing their data. Full, this is the most open one where everybody can change anything in the system. Of course, it's very risky. We don't recommend that. Okay, so if you would like to use the OQR methodology to manage the strategy, this is probably for you. Instead of using the balance scorecard, the one that we saw early on, you switch it to the OQR mode to be able to manage everything according to this methodology. Single sign-off. Some clients say, I don't want people to sign specifically for Kipi. As long as they sign for LAN, then Kipi should open automatically, which is perfect. Okay. Translation services. Disable multi-language selection. So, like we saw, people can choose their own languages. This is how you turn it off. Score adjustments, enable KPI formula calculation to be able to read from different level the same KPI or some of the KPIs or average of a KPI. For example, percentage of employee satisfaction. I have it in all the department. I'm the CEO. I will choose to have a formula to average all the percentages everywhere, and this is what I will see on my own level one report, the average of all the percentage of satisfaction. So this is how we do it. This is how you limit the KPI score. I do not recommend it, of course, to have a lower limit, neither a upper limit. I'm gonna make it uh, blank, and here I'm gonna make the blank. I don't believe in having a limit. Some CEOs, they will say I need to see maximum 150 or 200% on a KPI. I do not advise with this one because you're limiting people innovation and overachievement by putting a cap on the success. Okay, so I prefer not to have anything. No lower limit by default is zero. Okay, but upper limit probably not. Green threshold for KPI usually it's 100, not 90. If it's 100 and more, the KPI is green. Between red and yellow is 80 usually. You can make it 70, you can make it 60. And then for the project also green threshold is not delayed at all. So if you are meeting the project progress, mean you're not delayed by zero, which great, no delay. Also, the threshold of project between the amber and the red is minus 20% progress. You might choose to do it 130, and this is when you get the red on the 131 or 121. Okay, display mode. So this is show the team manager name, designation, and weighted average on the team screen. More information probably will be better to show. Default inactivity. This is more information about the inactivation. We already talked about it, but this is where you can say, I want it to be on. I want to inactivate objectives and KPIs. Currently, the active views are 5, and you can see that here. So 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. This is the one that we added in this field. So this is called configuration. It will be done at the beginning of using the system one time, and it could be adjusted later. This is the subscription. Okay, currently I'm on the enterprise plan. I'm in a good shape. Team wise, you can rename a team here or a person. You can put the new team name here, delete a team, and you have to be very, very careful not to delete a team because it will wipe all the information related to this team, inclusive of the objectives, KPIs, details of the KPIs. You can move team, you can upgrade, or sorry, you can move team from one part of the tree to another. So here, let's say business support, I want to move it to report to the CEO to information technology. So I want to move it in the structure. Here we're talking about the tree that we saw before. Or you can promote a team, you can upgrade a team by one level. Okay, so you select the team and you say, I need Mina to be upgraded to by one level. Okay, clear team is when you want to clear all the information without deleting the team name or the team information. You want to delete everything inside this team, inclusive of KPIs, objectives, so sometime I choose not to include, sorry, not to clear the objective. Sometime I choose to clear the objective. It depends. The majority of the time I say, okay, just clear all the KPIs and let me do another upload or another pasting of the quickset. When I notice that the quickset was really garbage, then I will just clear the theme from here, and then go and paste the quickset again with better quality data. You can always inactivate a team if needed. You select a team and then you put the inactivate here 2021, 20, comma 2022. You activate the team this way, okay? So this is how you do it for teams. Same thing for user. You can call a user and say, I need to edit the user information. I want to make her a system owner. This is very dangerous, of course, right? And then you can update the information about a certain user as a system owner in the backside like this one. Okay. You can reset the password for a specific user, and then he will receive or she will receive a email with the new password. Okay, you can delete a user, and by deleting a user, you delete everything related to the user, so you have to be careful here. Also, default color theme for all users. This is when you choose between light and dark and medium. I prefer to have a light, which is this one. Okay, so you can dim it more and make it more darker if you want to. This is for everybody though. Okay, user is done. Perspectives, same thing. You can add perspective. You can rename a perspective, edit perspective. With the added perspective, there is a relative order. So for example, finance have to be on top, always in everything, KPIs, and this is why and I chose to relative order four. Four mean the fourth from the bottom, and it will be on top in the scorecard and the dashboard. Very important to tell the system which perspective you want to see first and then second and so forth. Very important to know this order. Delete perspective also we have to be very, very careful because if you delete perspective, then all the objectives and KPIs and projects will be wiped out from the system. You have to be careful. You are a system owner. Of course, you can have backup all the time, which is recommended just in case, but it will require you to restore the backup. Okay, objectives or also objective link description enable allow links between objective to be described for presentation on a strategy map. So this is very specific to the strategy map. Rename an objective. Uh, okay, okay. Let me click on edit object. Probably is better. Also, we have the relative order, which order We need to see the objective. You can put the description of the objective here. By the way, we can do all the stuff or half of it in the strategy. Strategy, if you remember, when we have the strategy, you can create objectives and description here as well. Okay, or in the backside by the system owner as well. The KPI, same thing. Rename a KPI, reorder KPI. This is the relative order as well. Delete a KPI, move a KPI from one team to another. Bulk delete a KPI where you can select so many different KPI and delete them at once. You have to be careful, like I mentioned. Projects. Rename a project, reorder a project like we already mentioned with the relative order if how we would like to see the project on the reports. Move a project from one team to another. Milestone as well. Rename milestone, reorder milestone, delete milestone, move milestone. Can you see the trend here? Okay, very good. Competencies also. So this is where you shut off the appraisal module, and no need to see it by all the users. I don't want to use the appraisal model. I'm going to shut it off. This is also when you permit the user to have a self-assessment or self-appraisal. Some organizations love to do this and some they don't. Lock appraisal at the end of the year, all the appraisal will be locked. Year to date mode, also it will be utilized mainly from January to December. Confirm appraisal detail, yes, it's on. This is very important for the appraiser, the manager usually, to ask for confirmation. This is where we add the competency. If we have a new competencies, name, description, the weightage, be it a manager or a user, the grade that this competency will apply, and the relative order of these competencies. Set competency weighting ratio. This is, in HR, sometimes they give so much weight on KPIs and what's left for the competencies. Usually manager will have higher weighting on the KPI and a non-manager will have a less weighting on the KPIs. So this is where you do the split. Okay, rename a competencies, edit a competency, delete a competency, set appraisal calculation configuration. So this is the number is added to all appraisal score. Okay, so we need to have a rating factor for the appraisal. So all appraisal score are multiplied by this percentage, okay, by 80%. Here we're talking about the appraising rating thresholds. This is where you can see that A plus mean 100% and up. This is used by HR usually, A, B, C, D. So this is another way how to see the performance of your own staff. Competency SKUs, comma, delimited list, competence SKUs for appraisal rating. Each SKU is made up with the grade and the percentage skewed toward the KPI, for example, 30 to 70, delimited by the equal sign. For example, uh, you can have a uh, competencies 75 and then another one for 30% with the SKU employees with the grade SQ is a 3 to 1. So this is also will affect the weight of the competency. 360 feedback, these are the 5 star and 3 stars that we need to give to people. This is the criteria for the 360 feedback, and these are the stars. You can have it not 5 star, you can have it 7 star or 10 stars, no issue at all. Competency select list, set default competency select list. So this is a comma delimited also list of value to be shown in the drop down list for each competency. So this is an explanation of a competency. Okay, this is example that you can look at. Okay, so competency is finished. Now we can go to the tasks. Set default status. You can change this one. Now, I don't like to use not started. Usually straight to in progress. I don't like using at risk as well. I like using in progress completed, and then, for example, approved or not completed. So this is how you put the status or the phases for the tasks. Audit report, we already saw this one uh, for so many for in different places. This is when you see everything, okay? This is when you see everything. Uh, uh, you can look for suspect if you are suspecting that somebody is really changing the system. This is where you want to go as a system owner, or you can go to his own lens and see a specific person audit log. Integration. Uh, Here we're talking about purely a technical screen where IT need to be involved if they want to integrate Kipi.cloud with Microsoft, with Oracle, with SAP, and other system to read directly and to avoid double entry, uh, very commonly used by so many different users we have, especially big company. They love using this integration. Okay, so I'm not gonna go into the specific of this, but this is the API. This is where software can talk to each other through a API. Okay, this is AI chat. Also, you can have an integration of AI chat within your own system. Last one, the reports. Okay, so here we're talking about the 9-box grid, and this is how you determine what is the scale that you want to see on the 9-box grid. 40 for the KPIs, from 60 to 40 and 140 to the KPI, and then 60 also to 140 on the competency. This is the axis, vertical X, horizontal X on the 9-box grid. I hope that now you can feel comfortable as a system owner how you manage the system. Let's start from the beginning and see how we can sign up for the first time and create a account for our domain name or the company. The first one who sign up as a first user in a domain name will become automatically the system owner. Okay, so we go to Keepy.cloud, we click on sign up, and when we go to this screen, we have to put four items. Your work email, so Gmail and Hotmail will not work. It has to be work email. In addition to your first and last name, mobile number, starting with the plus, and then how did you hear about us? Okay, so this is how you create a free account. Let's go also to our website. We go and type kipi.cloud, and we can see a lot of resources in this website to help you out uh, about how to learn the system. There's how-to package. There is a lot of information on how to. Uh, Example, the 9-box grid. This is the function and adapter and integration, and so many other small pages that you can find very useful. So this is how to. Uh, this is also Learning Center, like we said. This is the course that we are taking right now. You can click for free and then click on the exams later. There's a lot of videos you can see. If you don't have too much time, there's one or two or even half an hour videos how to do the integration, one for the manager, one for the users, the admin. So all these are short videos that you can see. Okay. Uh, this is the features where you will see also more information about the app, the phone app. You can do all the check-in and adding the actual using your phone, not necessarily your browser. And this is all the module, and you can download the Skippy feature document, which could be very handy. In addition to this, we have a lot of information related to different topics, uh, the key benefits, and other information that could be utilized. Also, if you go to the login page, at the bottom of the login page, also you have a lot of user guides, uh, including the demo. If you want to repeat the demo on your own, uh, we have also a guide, one for the user and the other one for the manager. We have general information, support, user manual, security, and additional one. This is the formula one that I mentioned early on. This is where you can go toward. This is the quick set information, the API and the AI. This is the formula ones. So as you can see here, there's a lot of information that can support you in our website. I wish you best of luck for having a very successful and effective strategy and KPI appraisal system moving forward.